Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all well wherever you are and whatever you're up to. I'm Lauren, and as you can see, I'm in the shop again today, and I've got a roundup of all the new fabrics that we've had in the shop over the past sort of 4 to 6 weeks. So I've got lots of things to show you, and I'm going to try and sort of group them and order them together so that like similar things are sort of together. So first of all, I've got lots of various viscoses to show you, then I'm going to move on to wools, and then finally lots of different stretch fabrics of sort of varying weights. So if you're interested in a particular type, you can always skip forward to that. So all of the fabrics I'm going to show you are available to buy on the website, and I've linked them all in one blog post, which you can find on the website as well. So if you're looking for a specific fabric that I mentioned, check out the blog post, because that's probably the easiest place to find it. All of these fabrics will be in the just arrived section as well, but because we get new stuff pretty much every week, then keeping an eye on the just arrived section is the best place to sort of keep up to date with everything that is new. We are still shipping every day within the UK. We're shipping internationally as well, but just be aware that because it's getting so close to Christmas and the postal system is really starting to fill up now, we are sort of seeing more delays than normal, so just bear that in mind if you are ordering. If anything does show out of stock when you check it out on the website, then just give us an email. Everything that I'm showing you is things that are new, so we should have like a decent amount of stock of them, or we're waiting for more to get in, so you can always drop us an email if you're wanting something in particular. But as far as I'm aware, when I'm filming this video, everything is in stock at the moment anyway. So the first fabrics I'm going to show you are from Angleton and Zoe, which is a French fabric company, and we do stock quite a lot of their fabrics already, but we've had quite a few new colourways of designs that we've had in the past. So the first one I've got to show you, which just seems like a very lovely seasonal colour, it's a really sort of rich kind of burgundy raspberry colour, and then it's got this absolutely beautiful kind of gold check thread through it. So yeah, this does come in lots of other colourways as well, but this is a new colourway of it. It's a viscose twill, so it's got a really beautiful weight, it's not opaque at all, that lovely sort of twill weave texture, and yeah, you can just see the gorgeous kind of drape and movement in it. So that's going to be good for tops and dresses, anything from like sort of casual Callie shirt to even a dress like the one I'm wearing. This is the Megan Nielsen Sudley dress, so a really versatile fabric. And then we also do have another new colourway of that one, which is this lovely sort of mustardy kind of coppery colour. It's caramel fabric, caramel colour, and then it's got that coppery check in it too. So again, it just feels so soft. It's really beautiful. It'd be lovely to wear this fabric. Then we've got a new colourway of, I think it's the poppy design, let me just check, Polk Poppies. So this is the similar colour to that first check that I showed you. It's a beautiful sort of like rich kind of purpley colour, and then it's got these kind of random spots on it, and then the little poppy flowers. Again, it's a viscose twill, so nice and weighty, but still got really beautiful drape to it. Then again, another new colourway of a print that we've had before. This is the Windy print, but this is in that beautiful kind of rich caramel colour as well. It's like sort of kind of a mixture between kind of orangey and rust and ochre sort of colour. It's lovely, such a beautiful colour. And then it's got these kind of little teal and cream flowers on it with sort of random kind of spotty splodges too. Again, a viscose twill, same base cloth, and yeah, another beautiful choice of fabric. And then this is a new print, but similar sort of colour tone. It's a kind of petrol-y, I think they call this tone. Mineral blue actually is this one. So it's got that sort of lovely sort of muted blue background colour, and then these darker navy sort of sketchy leaves, and then beautiful bright kind of pink accents on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the viscose twill as well, that same sort of base cloth. So yeah, they're all just really stunning prints. I think even if you just make something really simple in those fabrics, it would just look stunning because the fabric really does the talking. Then keeping with the designer sort of theme, we have had some new colours of the Atelier Brunette viscose Dobby fabric. So I've got this one over to the table to show you, but we do have other colours, other new colourways in this as well. So they have had this fabric before, but this is just new colourways of it. So it's got this little Dobby spot sort of woven into it. That's what the Dobby is, this textured spot. And it really sort of catches the light, so you can almost sort of see a really nice sheen on it. It is probably more opaque than the Angleton and Zoe ones, but it's still got a pretty nice weight to it, and you can see the drape is just beautiful. If I turn it around that way, you'll sort of see it even more. So again, it's going to be good for blouses and tops and dresses. If you have a look at the Atelier Brunette Instagram feed, you'll see lots of people made various different garments in this, and it always looks stunning. Anything with gathers in it would be gorgeous in this fabric because it just drapes and hangs so nicely. So the next viscose fabrics that I've got to show you are all on rolls behind me. We do have other colourways as well, but I'll show you them in the close-up videos. So the first one is this really lovely flower bud. So we've got 4 different colourways of this. So this is the burgundy one. We've also got a sort of ochre, yellowy one, a blue one and a green one. So it's a plain weave viscose, and so it's got beautiful drape, as you can see. I would say it's like, it's pretty opaque. It's got, you know, it's not see-through at all. So again, just another really versatile fabric. And it is going to be good, again, for the similar suggestions that I had before, like any sort of shirt or blouse or top, anything with gathers in it, like the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo or the Merchant and Mills Florence top, or like a couple of examples of tops with gathers, is going to just sit beautifully in that. And then again, this is a print that we've had before, but we've got 2 new colourways of it. This one here is a beautiful sort of like ivory kind of off-white colour, and then it's got this gorgeous florally kind of wispy pattern on it. So this one's got sort of purples and pinks in it, but we originally had it in a navy, but we've now also got it in a black, and then this one here, and it's just beautiful. It'd be good for same things as before, dresses, tops, blouses, that kind of thing. It's lovely. Just love the colour palette in this one, it's gorgeous. The other viscose that we've got here, again, we've got this in a couple of colourways too. So we've got this one here, which is sort of like olivey kind of greeny background, and then beautiful tones, kind of splodgy sort of floral print. It's a plain viscose weave as well. And yeah, I just really love the colour palette of this one too. And it's not, you can see that it's totally opaque as well. You can't see through that one at all. So this one, which is sort of a bit kind of darker, deeper tones, a bit more autumnal, and then we've got a brighter kind of pink one as well. So another couple of beautiful, beautiful prints. And then beautiful classic black with a white polka dot, but it's sort of like a random orientation polka dot. The polka dots aren't in rows, so sometimes that makes it easier when you come to sort of sew things up, because you don't have to worry about lining up rows of dots. Yeah, just another lovely sort of classic print. That would be lovely for like maybe like a sort of swishy skirt, the Tilly and the Buttons Dominique or the Q skirt maybe, then with just like a little simple top. Make a lovely outfit. But again, just you know, viscose is a really versatile fabric, especially when you get ones that are a bit more opaque, because you can just use them for so many things. So that is all the viscoses, sort of woven viscoses that I've got to show you. Then I've also got some cottons to show you, a few cotton lawns that are new as well. So we've had this one in, which feels very lovely and soft. It's got a sort of light kind of navy blue colour in the background, and then this gorgeous sort of floral print on it. I love the colours in that. Feels really nice and sort of crisp. That would press very well and sew very nicely. Then we've also had this print here as well in 2 colourways. So this is a sort of lighter blue colour, and then we've got a darker version of it as well. Again, it's a lovely, soft, crisp, lightweight cotton lawn. And then we've also had a really fun one with motorbikes on it too, which is nice. And then this one here is a bit of a heavier weight cotton. It's more of a sort of sateen finish to it really. And it's got a really gorgeous florally print on it as well. So this would be nice for a bit more of a structured dress, just because it is a little bit more weighty. It's not going to be like as fluid as the viscose fabrics that I showed you. You know, you can see it sort of holds its shape a little bit more. You can use the cotton lawns for dresses. They're quite summery for a dress though. I would say they're going to be better for like a blouse or a top, or maybe some pyjamas, that kind of thing. And is nice for cotton lawn in the winter. But this one here, because it's a little bit heavier, then I think you could use that for a bit more of a structured sort of fitted dress. It's maybe got some darts in the bodices or something. Then the other fabric that I've got here to show you as well, which is kind of on its own because we're waiting for a few more colours of it to come in, but it's absolutely beautiful. I wanted to show you anyway. So it's made from a fibre called Lyocell, which is similar to Tencel, but Tencel's just like the brand name of Lyocell. And it behaves in a very similar way to viscose or rayon, but it's just in terms of the way that it's produced and the way that that fibre is manufactured, that's what gives it a different sort of name. And this particular one is almost a bit like it's been sort of sand washed or kind of washed a little bit, so it's got gorgeous, gorgeous feel to it. It's so soft, beautiful drape, of course, because it does behave in the same way as viscose. And then it's just got this sort of random kind of splodgy dark spot on it. So we are waiting for a blue and a kind of khaki colour in this, but it's going to be as versatile as the viscose is in terms of what to do with it. I think you could make lightweight trousers, you can make jumpsuits, dresses, tops, blouses, anything really, very versatile, and yet just honestly just feels so soft. I wish you could come into the shop to feel it, but you just have to take my word on it instead. Then I was going to move on to showing you all of the wool fabrics. The first one that I've got to show you is a bit more unusual because it has got quite a lot of different fibres in it. So it is a wool, polyester, silk, and then it's got a little bit of elastane in it as well. And it's got a really, really lovely, lovely texture to it. It's almost sort of got like a jacquard kind of texture. And I think you could actually just choose what side you wanted to be the right side. So it's more of a sort of medium weight, and even though it's got elastane in it, I wouldn't say it's got too much of a give, but like a little sort of blazery jacket. The Avid Seamstress blazer would be nice for that. So just like a little sort of simple jacket or a coat. I think you could also make a nice little skirt with it. You'd probably want to line it, but just like a simple little A-line skirt or a straight skirt with a little pleat at the back would be nice as well. So yeah, just it's lovely sort of wintry colour. Then on to the more sort of traditional wool. So this one's got an ivory check on it with a little pink thread running through it as well, and then it's black in the background. It is 100% wool, so going to be cosy in whatever you make with it. So you could make a coat with it, coat or a jacket. I think it would also look nice in a really simple little skirt as well. Then the other sort of more bolder wool fabric that we've got is this one here. So this is pink and black colour palette as well. When you look closely, you can see it's got flecks of lots of other colours too, which just make it really interesting. So there's a bit of blue, there's a bit of green, yellow, orange. It's just lovely, got a really nice texture and a little bit of a metallic thread in there too. So there's a lot going on in that fabric. It's quite weighty too. So again, good for coats and jackets, skirts again, you'd want to line it, but a little cute wool skirt in that would be really lovely. Then the next one is possibly one of my favourites of the new wools. It's this absolutely gorgeous colour, cornflower blue colour we've called this one. And it's like a large scale sort of herringbone print. It's lovely, it feels really, really soft. It is 60% wool and 40% polyester, so a wool mix, but it's still going to be really lovely and cosy. It's got a gorgeous weight to it. Again, coats, little skirts would be good for this fabric. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Feels very, very soft. Then we've also had quite a few new colours of the Abraham Moons Melton wool coating. So those of you that follow the Sewing Society will know that we have used this fabric now for last year and this year as well for our coat making kits. It sews up absolutely beautifully and makes such lovely garments. This shade here, which is Duck Egg Blue, this is one that we actually used for the Yates coat last year, but we've now finally got it in stock that you can buy it by the roll. But we do have lots of other colourways as well. We've got a gorgeous sort of orangey colour, we've got the magenta, the grapes back in stock, we've got midnight colour to buy on the roll, that was after the kit this year, and then we've got the candy pink as well. We are still waiting for the pebble to come back into stock. It's due at the beginning of December, I believe, so hopefully we'll have that back in stock soon. It all gets made here in the UK, and they were just like making a new batch of the pebble, which is why we couldn't get it in right away. But it's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous wool to sew with. It presses really nicely with the wooden clapper, and yet it just makes absolutely gorgeous garments, and 100% wool, so anything you make from this is going to be super warm and cosy. Then we've got a few other wools. I think these ones are mixes. This one's really interesting because the reverse I think you could use either side as the right side, or you could use it for a garment that's unlined, like more of a sort of coatigan style, and then it would look sort of nice on the inside. So I honestly think you could just decide what you wanted facing out, whether it's that sort of deeper reddy kind of colour, or whether it's the brighter red colour. So this is a wool polyester mix, 54% wool, and it feels almost like a little bit felty. It's nice and soft. I don't think it would feel itchy at all. So yeah, another lovely cozy one. And then this one here, which is one of those colours where it's like sort of kind of purpley bluey colour. We've called it blueberry. It's 80% wool, 20% polyester, and it's a little bit finer. So I think if you were making a coat with it, you definitely want to spot fuse, like interface the whole area of it. I do have a separate video on that. Or you could use it for a sort of coatigan style, or one of those kind of waterfall style sort of coatigans garments. You could make a little skirt with it too. And yeah, it just feels lovely, lovely and soft as well. And then the last sort of woolen fabric I've got to show you, this is a wool mix as well, and I love the feel on the outside of this. It's almost like sort of fluffy and furry a little bit. It's definitely got a nap, so you can see that when I brush it down this way, it's nice and smooth. When I brush it in the other direction, it feels a bit rougher. So when you cut this fabric out, you'd have to make sure that it felt smooth as you were like brushing down from the top of your body down. That's the way you'd want it to be on a garment. But this would make a beautiful coat. Actually reminds me of a fabric we had a few years ago that was a mohair, so it was a bit more fluffy than this, and I made a sew over it cocoon coat with it, and it was lovely. It's reminding me of that. It's a very similar colour. So yeah, good for coats. You can make a little skirt with it too. So that's all the wool fabrics, and now I shall move on to some lovely stretch fabrics. I've got a few ones to show you that are like new colourways of ones that we've had before. So the first one that I've got to show you is the ever popular cozy colour sweatshirting fabric. So we do this fabric in a whole range of different colours. Quite often we don't have all of the colours in stock all at once because we have so many, but we've always got them on order. So if you're ever looking at cozy colours on the website and they're out of stock, please just let us know. We'll let you know as soon as they're back. But this is a gorgeous, lovely new sort of orangey, rusty colour here. And this fabric is just great for any sweatshirting pattern. So the new Tilly and the Buttons Billy, or a toaster sweater. I've got a toaster in the pink version of this and I wear it all the time. The Green Line London, all of those sort of sweatshirt jumper patterns are good for this fabric. Can use it to make bottoms as well. The True Buys Hudson pants are quite popular right now, so you could use it for that as well. And it's just nice because it's plain, but it's got a bit of texture because it's got that sort of fleck within it. So yeah, new colour of the cozy colour. And then we've also had two new colours of this grid one. So pretty sure in the last video I showed you a blue and a green one of this. So we've now had it in that orangey colour too, and then a beautiful sort of ochre colour. Have we actually called this one? Yeah, we have called ochre. This is an organic cotton sweatshirting, and it's got a really lovely fleece back, probably slightly lighter weight than the cozy colours, but still totally suitable for sweatshirting. I'm actually making a toaster version 2 out of the orange one just now. It is drying as I film this. Hopefully I'll get it cut out later. And it feels so soft, this one. It's absolutely beautiful. And I just love this sort of crisp colour against the white grid. It's really, really lovely. So yeah, two new colourways of that one. And then we've also had this new fabric come in. It comes in two colourways. So we've got a navy, and then we've also got a grey as well. And it's a cotton polyester mix, and then it's got this metallic thread through it as well. So the lighter stripe has got the metallic thread in it, so it catches the light really nicely. So it's a rib fabric. It's pretty stretchy, so good for styles that are a bit more fitted, so like the True Buys Nico top, for example, or the Megan Nielsen Rowan. It's quite a fitted t-shirt. It'd be really good for that because it's got a nice amount of stretch, and then it's just got that lovely texture of the rib in it as well. So yeah, just maybe if you're looking for something a bit more subtly festive because it's got that little bit of a sparkle in it, it would be good for that. So yeah, that lovely grey colour, and then we've got the navy as well, which is really lovely. Love the navy version. So another nice option. Then we have also got this one, which is another sweatshirting, and it is a sort of a crew kind of grey neutrally colour, and then on the reverse of it, it's got this really beautifully soft sort of fuzzy fuzzy, felty backing to it. It's almost kind of just fluffy a little bit. It's different from the other fleece back sweatshirtings we've had. In fact, it's almost a bit like it's 2 layers of fabric bonded together. I think this would be a fantastic base if you wanted to make your own Christmas jumper. So if you wanted just something plain and then you were maybe going to like applique or iron on a motif on it, or make like a fun snowman face or something. I don't know, if you wanted to sort of have a plain base to work on, this fabric would be perfect. It's so lovely and would feel very, very cozy and soft to wear. In fact, you could even sort of play about with reversing the 2 sides and say like have the cuffs of the jumper like the fuzzy side facing out or something. I don't know, just for a bit of fun. And then another sweatshirting one that we've had, which I'm pretty sure we're waiting for more colours to come in, but I'll show you anyway. Is this one here. It's a gorgeous blue colour, sort of marled effect with that kind of white running through it. Again, it's a fleecy back, more of a sort of lighter weight sweatshirting, I would say, and it feels very, very soft as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So again, any of your sort of jumper sweatshirting patterns, that's what I would use with this fabric here. It's gorgeous, lovely, and yeah, keep an eye out because I'm pretty sure we are waiting for more colours of that. Then the other one that we've had, which again is sort of on its own because I think we're waiting for more colours, is this one here, which has got a sort of lovely ribbed texture. It's more of a kind of medium weight jersey fabric. It's got quite a bit of structure to it, so you could definitely use this for sweatshirting type patterns. I'm actually going to try it out for the Friday Pattern Company square neck top, because you can use that pattern with knit fabrics and woven fabrics. So it's like a little sort of grown on sleeve t-shirt with the square neck. It's really lovely. So I'm going to try it out with that because it does just hold its shape a bit more. But yeah, it's just a really nice colour. It's sort of like a corally colour, and yeah, just keep an eye out because I'm pretty sure we are waiting for more colours of that one to come in as well. And then we've had 3 new Ponte Roma fabrics in. These fabrics are pretty popular, but quite often we find it hard to find them, especially ones that have got any sort of design on them. So it's been nice to find some new ones. So this one here, this one comes in 2 colourways. So the one that I've got out in front of me just now is the green colourway. It's quite a dark sort of greeny colour, but we do also have it in a blue colour as well. And it's got this sort of like flecky, splodgy dot on it. It is quite a dense fabric, so it's going to be good for little fitted skirts, or I think there's like a sort of kind of like a stretch pinafore dress in one of Tilly's books. I think it's in the stretch book that this would be good for as well. You could use it to make tops and jumpers too. I probably wouldn't make anything too fitted with it just because it might feel a bit too stiff. But the reverse of it is black, so again you could sort of play with the contrast of that as well. And so yeah, comes in the green and then also comes in the blue, and then same type of fabric but different sort of design that's on it is this one here, which is almost like it's sort of pixelated a little bit. So when you look closely at it, you can see that there's lots of different colours in there, like everything from kind of purple to orange to blue to yellow to green, loads going on in there. And again, it's that same sort of like dense, kind of stretchy, more sort of structured, I would say. But yeah, it's a sort of plainer kind of design, but then it's just a bit fun as well because it's got all those different colours in it. So that is the 3 new Ponte Romas that we've had. Then the last stretch fabric that I've got to show you, this one on the roll behind me here. This is an absolutely amazing fabric as well. It's got such a cool bold pattern to it. So I would say it's more of a kind of Ponte Roma sort of interlock double knit type fabric. And like a jacquard as well, really, because the print or the sort of design that you can see on it's actually woven into the fabric too, and I think this would make an absolutely stunning cardigan. So like the Helen's Closet Blackwood cardigan, for example. So a nice sort of like baggy oversized cardigan would just be lovely. So it's a navy blue background, but then it's got this kind of orangey sort of almost like Aztec-y design in it with little sort of light blue and ochre sort of colour accents as well. It's lovely, just so bold and just really cool. That actually concludes everything I think that was on my list. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing all of the new things and it's given you lots of ideas for projects that you might want to sew. Remember, everything is available on the website. You just need to look at the blog post that goes with this video, and I'll link to that in the description of the video too, so you can find everything nice and easy that I've mentioned. If anybody's got any questions, then please do let me know. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then just remember to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video. And I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.